And sorry. Hey there, and welcome. Today I am using these wool combs to comb wool. I have been combing wool for 4 days now, and most of the time it's been outside. This is how far I've gotten, and I still have a whole lot of more wool to go. So I'm just trying to do some every day, and eventually I make my way down to it. If you want to see how this all got started, I recommend you check out the videos where I wash the wool, or you can check out the videos where I was where I put the wool through my box picker. This should be a relatively short live stream because I actually have to work in about 2 hours, but I did want to spend some time. I'm doing this because it's fun to go live. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to be combing these little fluffy tufts of wool. And some of this, I've got a bag here that's gone through the box picker, and I've got a bag that has not gone through the box picker. But they both have veggie matter in them, and so the idea with going through the combs is just make it more spinnable and get more veggie matter out of it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I know these look like Viking weapons, but I swear they're not. So yeah, that's my plan. Just combing wool. Well, because it's more fun. And I'm doing it outside because why not? It's more fun to do it outside than it is to do it in my bathroom. And to be honest, this can make a giant mess in the house. I'm just trying to get... So, now that I've got this on, I'm just going to start going through it. And the reason it can make a giant mess is because there's still some veggie matter in it. Like, see? I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of veggie matter in there. And veggie matter is essentially grass and dried seeds, and it's because I've already gotten a lot of the dirt and other stuff out of it. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I have this, I'm doing this outside, and I don't have a microphone other than the one on, oops, there's another piece of grass. Yeah, I hope you guys can hear me okay. because I wish I lived in an area where there was less noise outside. But like sometimes the area where I live has no noise and it's just beautiful sounds of nature, and sometimes it's nature plus whoever is driving on the highway. Or the main road not too far from my house. But as you can see, there's already... What am I doing? I am combing wool to spin yarn. I have already combed this wool for spinning and this wool for spinning. This is wool from my mom's sheep. It has been washed, but it still needs to be combed through to make it spinnable. That's what I'm doing right now. I've been doing this every day for the last 4 days. And it's more fun to do it outside than it is when I was in the bathroom. And the only reason I do it in the bathroom is because it makes a giant mess if I do it in the house. And I'd rather do it outside. It's so much nicer doing it outside. So yeah, this wool came from my mom's sheep. Yep. She doesn't have the sheep anymore, but several years ago, when she moved in with her now ex-husband, he had an acreage, and I said I wanted some sheep, and then they got 3 sheep, and 3 sheep turned into a lot more sheep. And I remember getting a text message from him on Super Bowl Sunday saying, surprise Super Bowl Sunday, gifts, more sweaters. And there was a beautiful little lamb. And that was... Let's see, I need to take my glasses off to read that. It was actually really cool. Oh, thanks for telling me. You're welcome. I'm glad you think it's really cool. I enjoy doing these live streams. It's a way to connect with other people. And it's a way to and the nice thing about live streams is that people can pop on and pop off as they see fit. and it adds more time to adds to my watch time, but it doesn't really hurt the video. Oh, retention rate. So the only problem is then I have to go back and edit the video. Or then I have to do that with all of my videos, so it's not really a huge problem. Okay. I'm gonna take this off, and I can tell that there's some useful wool in there, so I'm gonna add it back onto to the comb, and then keep combing it. But I think a lot of this wool that I'm putting on there is actually going to end up not being part of the combed top, if I'm being totally honest. Because I can tell that there are some shortcuts in there. Shortcuts are when the shear went back over and sheared an area where they had already cut. But yeah, I have a ton of wool and I'm just trying to get it. I have a ton of wool from those sheep, and I'm wanting to try to finally get all of it combed so that I can spin it all up. Because it's been sitting in my basement for about 2 years now. It's good exercise for my wrists. The problem with doing this outside is that it's harder to see the chat box. Because I have transition lenses. As on my glasses. Okay. This is spinnable, I can tell, so I'm just gonna try to, to pull it out a little bit. Like, I want to recover as much of the wool as I can. I don't want to. I want as little as possible to end up going in the garbage. If you weren't here at the beginning, this is how it kind of started out looking. And now this is how it's looking right now. So it's definitely looking better. See? It's nice and fluffy now. I can spin that. It would be much harder for me to spin this. Now, ideally, I would do this with a diz, but I do not have a diz. So I just do it with my fingers. See, nice little nest. Alright. That is not cotton, it is wool. Oh, I am combing wool to spin yarn. And since you just got on, I will demonstrate for you. Got it just in time to No, you're not dumb. If I didn't know what someone was doing, I would ask what they were doing too. That's the only way you find out information, is by asking questions. And right now I'm just, in the first pass, I'm just trying to get the veggie batter out of it. Leia! Leia's my beagle. I met some new neighbors recently, and I said we had, and I told them we had the neighborhood beagle, and then I said, and for that I apologize. She's incredibly loyal, incredibly smart, and incredibly stubborn, and incredibly loud. In Facebook groups about beagles, I've seen it posted several times that their ears are for decorative purposes only. Let's see, what does that last comment say? What is that tool called? It's so calming. This is called a wool comb, and I'm glad it's calming to watch. I try to make my videos calming to watch. Alright, so this is pretty well combed. And I'm wrong. There's still a lot of veggie batter in it. Pardon me. But if you're not familiar with my channel, I make a lot of unintentional ASMR videos that have to do with the fiber arts. Knitting, crocheting, spinning, all of the above. Fiber preparation, obviously. But unfortunately I need to sign off for the afternoon. I have to work at Michael's at 4:30. But you know, feel free to like and leave a comment and subscribe so you can see more of these live streams and see more videos when they come out. So have a nice afternoon. Take care.